Hey everybody, we're back here for my stock picks of the week. This week is 10/19 to 10/23. Please follow me on Twitter at Don'tFeedBear. So first off, let's go over our new slide that I started last week. Our highest performing stock in the past 6 weeks is Square at 22.82%, and we have a new second highest performing stock with Zen. They had a nice week last week and went up to 19.1%. We had a few new price targets hit. One of them was Dick's Sporting Goods, so it's at $63. So we have increased our amount of profit if we only buy 10 stocks of my stock picks to 11.90. And we have 15 stock picks that are growing at the moment. Growing means they have not hit price target, and they have not hit the stop loss either, or the 6 weeks. So we got about $584.90 in profit from those 15 stocks so far. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our review of the SPY chart. The SP 500 gives us kind of a good indicator. So as you can see here, we were going up for wave one after this correction that we had. Right here was the correction that we had. Now the market's going to be kind of volatile due to the election, due to the stimulus, due to a lot of different things. This past week we had, if you see right here, we kind of had just a bit of a sideways week. So hopefully this week with a lot of tech earnings, we can push up and get closer to wave one. And then right around election time, I expect something to happen that's going to cause this little dip here, and then we're going to have a nice little bull run going for wave three. So that's going to be really nice. So far, the 5 wave is intact. Nothing has changed. We're still looking good. So we do need to hold these levels, though. We are coming across some pretty critical levels here. So we need to make sure that we can, definitely hold this, this EMA here. And I got a couple other EMAs that I don't show in this chart. But yeah, so let's see how this week goes, and hopefully some of these tech earnings this week and next week kind of push us up. So let's see how it goes. All right, let's go and jump into stock picks. Stock picks of the week are Penn Games, CrowdStrike, Pepsi, and Grubhub. And like I said, this week I'm learning that everyone likes things to be more simple. I do a lot of research in the background, but I want to only show you guys the very simple stuff. So I just want to show you guys the current setup. It's on, a lot of these are climbing for wave three or approaching the halfway point of wave three. So, and I've left the buy zones, the cut loss, and the price target on all of them. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Penn Games. So Penn Games, I'm sure you all know of, stonks only go up. So, David Portnoy, is a very loud investor, but he's good, man. He puts his money where his mouth is. Right now, I have two different possible 5 waves that could happen. One's longer, one's shorter. So I think we're gonna dip a little bit first, and then I think next week's a little sideways, but then we could boost up. A really critical level that I'm seeing is gonna be right here at the 100, $80 to $81 level. If we can break through that, then that shows me that this pink colored wave is the correct one. If they stop here and then we start heading down, it'll show me that, this white one was the actual one that's intact. So I think Penn's a good play. It's a good, it's got earnings coming up, so we could play the run to earnings, and who knows, maybe it hits here and then, sorry, you can't see that. It hits here and then kind of, just drops down. Or, due to earnings, we could just blow right past up it and go to wave three. So we're kind of in this in-between state that we kind of need to watch, but I think Penn has the opportunity to, give us some good profit here in the next couple weeks. So, CrowdStrike, great company. I like them a lot. Nancy Pelosi actually posted that she bought a bunch of CrowdStrike. So, whatever your feelings are about her are fine, but, smart people don't invest in bad companies. So, there's that. So yeah, as I said, it's about the halfway point of wave three. So we're hoping that we can kind of climb, keep on have a gradual climb. We do have a bit of declining volume right here, so that's a good sign. CrowdStrike looks like it's ready to pop. I see it maybe consolidating a bit more and then having just a really big run coming up. So I'm definitely going to be in CrowdStrike. I like them a lot. So all right, next up is Pepsi. Love drinking Pepsi. So Pepsi is one of those great brands, and that people stop drinking it. People are going to start drinking them again as things start opening up more and more. So they lost a little bit of business from COVID, but they're starting to make their way back up. We're hoping a little bit more of a dip than we can buy, and as they go up to wave three. There's not much to talk about here. I mean, Pepsi's a great company. I think this one, like I said, I think this one dips rather than consolidates and then starts, traveling up. But so far it's looking good. I think it's looking strong. Um, just manage your risk. Don't dump every single thing you have into the stock. Pepsi have all the stock picks that I have and all the honorable mentions. Pepsi did have the weakest indicators, but it still looked good. So, but just be careful on Pepsi. But I still think it looks good. So that's why I have it here. Um, it was between Pepsi and one of the honorable mention picks, and I went ahead and went with Pepsi because the other one is just right now kind of it's a little too risky to put as a stock pick. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into Grubhub. Grubhub, love using Grubhub. It brings me food, which I love food. So, great company. During COVID, got really popular as takeout got that's all we could eat during the lockdown and everything. So, as you can see here, we're halfway through wave five. We have earnings coming up. This is very simple, textbook setup. It's going to dip and then it's going to head up to wave three to finish off this run. So we should see this in the next couple weeks. Setups are good, indicators are good. I like Grubhub a lot. Definitely will be in this one as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at. Oh, as I mentioned, I always show the charts and put them here so you can see exactly what I'm seeing and what I charted out. So let's go ahead and put the earning plays. So we have Abbott, we have Tesla, and we have Chipotle. Abbott, they are going to be like the number one brand in testing for COVID, and I think they're going to do really well. They had a nice run on Friday, where they bounced up to around 109. I think they could go further, and who knows if they have good earnings. They could just they could just keep running. So I think they're going to beat earnings. Tesla, always a really popular stock. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Last one they beat, that was the last check mark they needed to add it to the S&P 500, but they went ahead and put Etsy in instead. So Elon does not like that, and something tells me he has something up his sleeve for earnings. So I'm looking at Tesla earnings to be big. Even the run up should be big. Chipotle, everyone loves Chipotle. Great stock, great company, great food, all that. So they should do really well too. I think a lot of people were eating out a lot, and Chipotle. I know a lot of people were eating Chipotle, so they should also be earnings. All right, let's go to honorable mention. So DraftKings is the stock that I mentioned earlier, where I was considering this one. It's a little risky. They just had an offering, but and everybody keeps talking about COVID with sports and all this stuff. It's coming down for wave two, and I think it's going to bounce soon. So if we get that bounce, it's going to be really nice. This big, huge, long wave three, that's a lot of profit right there. And so if you play this right, you could see some nice coin. So it's got earnings coming up. Maybe that could be used as catalyst to we could play the run up to earnings and then sell right before, or a lot of different options here. So keep an eye on DraftKings. All right. Tesla, they are an honorable mention as well. Earnings, like I mentioned, Elon always has something up his sleeve. It's been bouncing off this kind of nice support level right here. Um, like I said, I just don't see Tesla doing too bad. They're just too good of a company, too strong. Everybody loves them. What else is there to say about Tesla? They are risky though, because if they have bad earnings, the expectation for Tesla is sky high. So if they have bad earnings, that's not going to be good. Love Southwest. So Southwest is kind of interesting here. I got they're consolidating, on wave four, which is normal. Wave four, you can take the longest, and actually, wave four could actually kind of be over here. Sorry, over here. So it's starting to climb up, and who knows, maybe earnings, which they have, right here this week, could be what it needs if it, airlines have been doing really bad. I think United had a $1.8 billion loss. So if Southwest comes out and they're still going to have I still think they're going to have a loss. But if it's not that bad, people might say, ooh, that's probably the value play you want to be in for airlines, and that could boost the stock up to the end of wave five. So, and if it's really good, it could blow right by my price target. So that's definitely one of the airlines to watch. So keep an eye on it. Okay, and the last one, Netflix. Okay, so Netflix, as you can see here, we're dipping down. It's got earnings coming up very soon, and it could bounce off, or it could just drop all the way down to the 618 level at under $500. I'm a little concerned about Netflix due to the Disney Plus putting more resources and more focus on streaming. It now has a true competitor. They've had other ones. They've Amazon Prime. They've had streaming TV and stuff like that. But Disney Plus, I think, is going to give them a real run here. So what are the subscribers looking like? What are the numbers looking like? We got to find all these things out before we invest back in Netflix. I think Netflix is a very risky stock right now. So I wouldn't put them in my stock picks, but an honorable mention if they have good earnings, good subscriber increase growth in subscribers, they could pop. So they could bounce off the point 0.5, they could bounce off the 0.382 for wave one. I mean, coming down for wave two, going on to wave three. So we just gotta keep our eye on it. So those are my stock pick, honorable mention, and earning plays of the week. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in every week and talking to me. I love hearing from you guys and helping you out. And every week's gonna be different. The stock market right now is kind of tough. Don't give up. It gets easier. I'll help you guys every chance I get. Um, send me your questions. If you're struggling, I'll do what I can to help you out. All right, take it easy, guys, and let's have a good week. Okay.